Okay, the first thing I want to do is, with wrong sides facing together, I want to sew down both sides of this strap piece. And I have my sewing machine set on 2.5 stitch length, straight stitch. About 6 on the tension. I'm using, somebody asked me what type of thread I use. I'm using this that I buy at Hobby Lobby. I'm not sure. I think it's a cotton blend thread. I've lost the little stickers on all of them, so I don't know exactly what it is, but it's the big rolls that used to be $4 and now they're almost $9. So yeah, but they do last a long time. They're not really equipped to sew everything, which I'm learning slowly but surely. Okay, so I'm going to sew down both sides all the way down on this strap with wrong sides facing together. You can see I've got the right sides here. And then I'm going to turn it and press it, and I will not do every bit of that on camera, but once I've finished sewing this and turned it and pressed it, I will be back to show you the next step. Okay, so here's my strap. I've got it turned and pressed, and I'm going to set it aside. The next thing we want to do is join the lining pieces of the purse together with right sides facing together. And what I'm going to do is, I want to leave a small opening because I'm going to do a turned lining, so I'm going to leave a small opening right down here on the bottom, just right across the bottom, and I'll start by on one side, and I'll stop where I want the opening to start, and then I'll skip over it and sew up the other side. Okay, so there it is with my little opening. I didn't leave it open quite enough, I don't think. There's my opening. I did about 2 inches, which it should be wider, but I might have to open it up a little bit. So anyway, we set that aside. And the next thing we want to do is take the sweater pieces and join those together, wrong sides together as well, and we can close this one all the way around the sides and the bottom of the purse, leaving the top open, of course, or else it wouldn't be a purse. Okay, so we've got the side sewn for the sweater body. Now, what I want to do is sew the straps onto the sides of the sweater body. And I'm going to do that on the outside of the sweater. And this is kind of tricky. It's really thick right here, but I'm going to lay the seams open. And I'm going to take one side of the strap going to pin it across about 1 inch or so, 1.5 inches underneath there. And I'm going to put a stitch across it to connect it and keep it in place when I get ready to put the lining on it. I'm going to do that with both straps. The next thing we're going to do is take the purse with it right side out and the straps still laying flat as we sewed them on there. We're going to put the right sides together. We're going to put the sweater body inside of the lining of the purse. And make sure that my seams are lined up, my side seams, and I'm going to open up the seam from the lining. I'm going to try to line it up right there with that. So we've got the the lining inside here, and I want to make sure that I take this opening of the front of the sweater, and I'm also gonna pin it so that it doesn't shift around when I start going around that. Okay, so I'm gonna start on one of the side seams, and I'm gonna sew all the way around, close this completely up, then we'll turn it from the hole we left in the bottom of the lining. You know, this is kind of cut raggedy. I was in such a hurry. I want to make sure I didn't miss any before I turn it. So I'm just checking to make sure that the seams aren't too close. And I guess they're okay. So now I'm going to turn it. Okay, so you want to take this opening that you left to turn it and just sew close to the edge if you can. Or like I said, you can whip stitch it. So here's our little repurposed, upcycled boho hippie pocketbook, purse, bag, slouch bag, whatever you want to call it. And it could definitely be neater, guys, but I'm just trying to throw you some ideas out there and get you started if you're new at this. And I kind of like that the lining shows, and I know that this does not match, but I may cut that where I said it earlier, but I don't have a lot of big pieces of fabric anymore, and this was the closest match I could get to this. So, you know, I'm actually making an effort to deplete my fabric stash because I want to get new fabrics for my products that I make to sell. But anyway, blah blah blah, right? I try to keep it short too, but it's not easy sometimes. Now you could go in and whip stitch these this right here so that it doesn't come open, but you could also leave a couple of them open and make like a little secret compartment in the purse to put things, you know, however you want to do it. But anyway, yeah, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this little tutorial, and stay tuned for the next one. Peace, y'all. Bye-bye.